Hey, you guys. All right, I'm going to turn my phone because whenever the hole is over on the ledge and the phone is the long way, I feel like I'm looking over there the whole time. And really, I just want to look up there. So, live on Facebook, so fun. I'm Jen Fujii. Where are you guys doing? I'm going to do a follow-up to yesterday's video. Yesterday, I posted a super fun video about alcohol. Hi, Jen E. That's not Jenny, Jen E, Jen Ellis. If I tell you guys, maybe if I start saying your names front and the first and last name, maybe you guys will get more followers on your Facebook. All right, so yesterday I did a video about alcohol and the evils of what it does when you're trying to get results in the gym. Hey girl, Jen, my friend, is on. She's one of my Beachbody coaches on Team Inspired Fitness. And what day are you on the Ultimate Reset, Jen? Her and I are doing the Ultimate Reset together. I'm on day 9. I think Jen's ahead of me. So yesterday, if you go to my page yesterday, hi Diana, hey girl. I did a video yesterday about the results that alcohol inhibits you from getting, and we talked a lot about, day 14, about how alcohol raises your hormone levels and it raises your cortisol levels, which your cortisol hormone is what? If you guys watched the video yesterday, you'll know this. It is your belly fat hormone, and no one wants more hormones to be raised or lowered, and definitely no one wants to mess with your belly fat hormone, right? That's not fun. All right, so we talked about that yesterday. That was fun. I talked about how I hear so many times, but wine is healthy. I'm like, yeah, it's healthy, but eat a grape. Okay, it's not healthy when you drink every single day, when you're trying to get results in the gym. Now, I just want to clear the air for some of you out there. I am definitely, hey Felice, I am definitely not saying don't ever drink unless that's your thing. It's not my thing, because everyone who knows me, hi Tracy, knows I love myself a good glass of bubbles. I love champagne, and I think I had an IV of champagne in my vein right there over the holidays. I have since taken it out. I'm 9 days, no champagne, and I miss it, and I cannot wait to have a glass of bubbles, right? But I was getting in the habit of drinking after I got home, and, it's the holidays, and, I was also in the habits of eating a lemon bar, and those habits were piling up, and it was no longer just a holiday treat. It was becoming part of my nutritional landscape. So today I want to talk about habits, and are your habits helping you reach your results? Are your habits, when you really take a look at what you're doing every single day, is what you're doing helping you reach your goals? Because it either is or it isn't. Okay, so for example, I was talking to a client this morning, and she was telling me how she's going to stop drinking with her husband, and I'm super excited about that, right? And it's not like she has a problem, okay? No one has a problem here. But I'm really excited because I really want her to get alcohol out of her diet on a regular basis so she can have some good results, because that right now is what's inhibiting her. And I was talking about how it's not just about the habit of going home and sitting, making yourself a drink. It's the ritual. It's in your mental brain. It's part of the mental addiction of, I get to go home and relax. I get to go home and have a glass of wine. Or maybe it's not even a glass of wine. Maybe it's, I get to go home and sit on my butt. And that's your habit. You go home and sit on your butt, right? I know you do. Because sometimes I do. You just worked 7, 8, 12, 13 hours, and your habit is you go home and you sit on your butt and you want to relax. Well, if you're trying to eat healthy and you don't have any food prepped, that habit is not helping you. So I don't have my food prep for tomorrow. So I came home, and the first thing I do without fail is I empty out my lunch bucket from the day, and I prep my food for the next day. And if I don't do it the minute I walk in the door, I put my bags down, I say hello to my cute little dog, I go in my kitchen and I make my food. And if I don't do that, that food doesn't get made. Because once I sit on my couch, I'm not going back into my kitchen. I am not. So sometimes we just look at our habits. You got to look at them like they're, what do we have to do and get stricter on to get to our goals? And like the word strict makes us be like, I don't want to get strict. I want to have fun. So look at it like a ritual, like something that you're rewarding yourself with. Look at it differently. I told my client today that since she's so used to going home and relaxing with her glass of wine, she needed to fill that void with something. You can't go home and do nothing, right? Like read a book or maybe go to a class or pick something, I don't know, prep your food, pour a glass of mineral water in a champagne glass and put some lemon in it, right? But you have to have a new habit. You can't just take things away from your plate and not replace them and expect to be successful. No different than I talk to my Beachbody coaches all the time. Is it your habit to reach out to 5 new people a day? And if it's not, how are you going to make that your new habit? And if you have new goals, like all of you guys, I have a lot of clients and customers right now and coaches, everyone is all about goals in the new year. What's my goal? And I'm going to do this new and I want to achieve this. Well, is what you're currently doing going to help you achieve that? Because if you didn't achieve that last year, that means that you're not doing what needs to be done, right? It's not a part of your normal daily landscape. So you got to open up your calendar. You got to decide, what are you doing that's not serving your purpose, that's not serving your goal, that's not going to help you get your results, and take it out on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being this activity feeds my goals and is going to get me to where I want to go every day. That habit, 1 to 10. If it's not a 7 or higher, if it's not an 8 or higher, what's it doing in your book? Time and money, people. That's the only 2 things in life that we have to spend, our time and our money. My dad used to say, you better spend them wisely because you don't have an infinite amount of either one. You have time and money. So choose wisely on how you're going to spend them. How much time do you waste maybe talking to people you don't want to talk to, or being friends with the people you shouldn't be friends with, or saying yes when you should say no, right? Are you a yes person? Are you saying yes to people because you feel obligated? Don't do that. You got to say no. Start putting yourself, hey, BS. What's BH? Is that a typo, Brian? You got to start saying yes to you and yes to your goals. And sometimes when people ask you to do things, you got to pause before you answer and think, now, it's going to be Friday and it's only Monday. And right now, going out with my friend after work sounds super fun. But I look at my week. Nice. I look at my week and I'm going to be tired. I'm going to have worked all these hours. I have some other obligations. And you know what? Come Friday, I need to go home and I need to prep for the weekend and I'm going to be tired. And I should think about my answer before I respond. Or is that time well spent? Could you be spending that time, doing other things that get you to where you want to go? So many people have these New Year's resolutions and then we get a month in and we forget. Did you write your goal down? Did you take a look and think, you know what? I spent all this time last year doing X, Y, and Z, and I should have been doing A, B, C, and I need to make a change. Hi, Connie. So take a look at your habits. The things that we do every single day are the determiners of our success. Oh, I love you, Diana. You're amazing too. So every day, and our days don't dramatically change. I mean, yes, a lot of you have schedules that go up and down and you don't know really what you're doing Tuesday to Wednesday, but within that not knowing there is still, what's that phrase? Not method to the madness. Yeah, there's still method to the madness, right? If you don't know what you're doing Tuesday to Wednesday, I bet last week you didn't know what you were doing Tuesday to Wednesday either. So you have to take a look. Your daily landscape tells you, I'm going to be successful or I'm not. There's no guessing. It's black and white for the most part. You're either doing the things it takes to get you to where you want to go, or you're not. And there's no judgment in that. You just got to be objective. You know, it doesn't need to be, oh my God, I suck. I have bad habits. No, that's not what I'm talking about. It's gotta be like, okay, I don't suck, but I'm not doing the things that, if, I don't know, give me a goal. Like, hey, Heather, you know, whatever your goal is. Like, okay, I said I wanted to run a 3rd marathon this year. I wanted to go and I wanted to run the Eugene Marathon. I have a bunch of friends and fellow coaches in Eugene, and I wanted to go run that marathon, and I really want to qualify for Boston, okay? Well, my business life got crazy. I got certified in 2 new formats at Beachbody. And Brian, my hair does not suck. My hat is cool. Don't pay attention to that man who's commenting. So I took a look at my everyday, and you know, my training schedule was supposed to start the end of November, and I was going to train with my friend Beth. And I spent November, I got 2 new certifications. I took on 2 new classes. I'm teaching 5 live Beachbody formats at my gym. I started a 200-hour yoga teacher certification. I mean, I'm the owner at the gym. I'm a Beachbody coach, and my body was like, girl, I don't know what you think you're doing because you're not running. I mean, I could not get my ass outside to run. It was not happening. It wasn't happening. And so finally, when my official training schedule came up, it's like, what are my habits? Am I making this happen? And I wasn't. I wasn't making it happen. And it just wasn't realistic. It's like, okay, well, I really want to do this, but is this realistic? And it's like, you know what? It's not. Because to make it happen, I'm going to have to teach less. I'm going to have to be done with yoga school. And I wasn't doing it. That's like, those things were non-negotiable. So it's like, you know what? I have to take that goal right now. I have to take it off my plate. Because the thing is, people, if you let those goals sit on your plate, if they just sit there and you're constantly saying, I need to, I'm behind. Oh my gosh, I hear people say, I'm really behind all the time. You're not behind. You are not behind. You're never behind. You are where you are. It is what it is. So the more we pack on that negative energy and all that negative thought process. Thank you, Heather. I'm not going to get sidetracked though. The more we pack on those negative thoughts, we just get down on ourselves. And your muscle, that muscle up there, it's called your brain. It is very important. It is the most important muscle in your body, people, and you need to treat it nice because it feeds your body with thoughts, and they're positive or negative. And those thoughts either feed your goals or they work against you. And the only thoughts that belong in your head are ones that support you and support your goal. So it can't always be, ugh, I suck. Ugh, I look terrible today. Ugh, I should be doing this. Oh my God, I didn't do this. It cannot be like that. Success starts here in your head. That's where success starts. When I first started competing, the very first year I competed, and people who know me, I came in last, like dead but last. Last in the United States. Is really ugly. It was so ugly. And I spent years comparing myself to other athletes, years in my head telling myself, oh, I'm not as good as that. Oh, I suck. Oh, I could have done that better. And all that was true. But when I changed my mental picture and I started saying things like, I did that great and now I'm going to do this to improve it, everything changes. So part of your habits to get to your goal have to be how you're talking to yourself. You have to be in the habit of saying, you know what, I rocked that today. How many of you said, I rocked today? And Brian Saunders, you don't count. You didn't rock today, Brian. No, and you don't rock right now, Brian, okay? Leaving me mean little messages like that. Hi, Morgan. Morgan, your dad is on my live Facebook right now and he's being a butthole. I want to know, think about it. If you guys don't want to comment, I want you to think to yourself, when's the last time I told myself, oh my gosh, I am the shit, or oh my God, I did so, growth mindset. That's right, girl. I love that. All my teachers out there, they know what I'm talking about. Growth mindset. Growth mindset. You have to have room for growth. There's this great study out there. Actually, it's not a study, sorry, TED Talk. And Diana, I bet you know the person who did this TED Talk. And the whole TED Talk was about education and how we're teaching our children. And this teacher, instead of giving A, B, C's, or D's, or F's, no F's, he would write, not quite, almost there. And the concept that we can grow into who we are is so much more empowering than just saying, you failed. Done. Ding, ding, ding. Time's up. Sorry. Like that sucks, right? I mean, Morgan, how bad would you feel if you got an F and it just said fail? Failure. I mean, come on. No one needs to hear that, right? So you think you made it out of grade school, you made it out of high school, you made it out of college maybe, wherever you've made it out of, all of you as adults, we've been tested in our life. We've gotten that feedback of we suck, you failed. We're no longer in school for most of us. We're not in that environment where we get an A, a B, or a C. We're adults and we are in charge of our own life. We're in charge of saying, you know what? I didn't do it the way I wanted to do it, but I gave my best. And I can do better next time because I learned A, B, C, right? You learn and you forgive yourself and you move on and the next time you do better. So I'm going to ask you guys, you got to start making it a habit to get into the mindset of telling yourself don't tell yourself, I suck. Stop telling yourself, I'm behind. You are where you are. Start telling yourself, where I need to improve is, and open up your calendar or your Google phone or whatever fancy document. You keep your schedule in and take a hard look at what are your daily habits. They either feed you and they are getting you to your results or they're not. And you don't have to start big. Don't say, well, I'm going to go out and run 5 miles tomorrow. I've been sitting on the couch for 3 months and I've been eating potato chips and watching reruns of Happy Days. But tomorrow I'm going to start. Tomorrow is moving. Yeah, that's right, Diana. Carol Dirk, I think is right. She's behind the growth mindset movement. I love it. So don't start by telling yourself you're going to run 5 miles tomorrow. Don't start telling yourself right now if you're not eating really healthy. Let's say you're going through drive-thrus or you're not going grocery shopping. Don't tell yourself that tomorrow you're going to be perfect because you're not. You're not. You're not going to just go from eating like crap and eating deep fried food to eating steamed broccoli and chicken. It's not going to happen like that. You have to start little. Start with water. Ask yourself, am I getting more than 8 ounces of water a day or am I dehydrated? Is my skin so dehydrated it's falling off my face? Well, tomorrow I'm going to drink 8 glasses of water and do that for 3 days. And then, okay, I got this water thing underneath my belt. What's next? I don't eat breakfast. I'm going to start with breakfast. Bam. Start with breakfast. Okay, get that habit underneath your belt. And if you don't do it, you got to start over. You got to make a new habit. Because there's something in your world that's standing in your way. And you know what it is? You know what the common denominator is if you're not getting to where you want to go? You, me, it's all up to us. I know, I'm sorry. It's all about you. You're in your own way. You got to get out of your way. Yeah. So make a list. I'm big on lists. If you watched any of my scopes or my YouTubes before, I'm all about the list. Anyone who knows me, I have 500 of them because if I don't see it one place, I see it another. Ooh, what should you eat for breakfast? Great question, Morgan. Well, I love my Shakeology for breakfast because you get to start your day with your daily dose of dense nutrition and your body sucks up all that nutrients and it's easy to eat. Morgan goes to school. She's in high school. It's easy to take to school or drink on your way. One of my other favorite breakfasts is I love mashed chickpeas, half a cup of mashed chickpeas. I put a quarter of an avocado over it. And I put some sesame seeds over it and some tapatio. It sounds wacky, but it's so good. If you eat eggs and steamed spinach are really good. But you know what? If you get up at 4:30 like me, you're not steaming any spinach in the morning, right? Like that's not a good habit. You gotta be realistic. So if I eat that, I steam my spinach the night before. It takes 2 minutes. And I love spinach because you get to put in the whole bag of spinach and you get like a bite, right? It just shrivels up to nothing. So you get to eat all you want. I buy like 3 bags of spinach at the time because what is that, like 2 servings? So spinach and some egg whites. I love that. And a good piece of, hi Nicole, and a good piece of Ezekiel toast. I love that for breakfast. That's a great question, Morgan. I'm not a big oatmeal fan for breakfast, but if you're an athlete and you're running, oatmeal's great. Yeah, that's my suggestion. Jessica, hi girl. We're talking about breakfast right now, and we just got done talking about habits. So, all right. So tonight, what I'm going to leave all of you lovely and amazing people with is set yourself up for success. All right? It's up to us, and that's the great thing. We are in control. We got the power. You got the power, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to tell you. Oh, overnight oats are super easy. Do y'all know what overnight oats are? Okay, here it is. You're going to need a pen and paper. And maybe I'll put it up on my Facebook tomorrow. You can go visit me on my fitness page at jennifer.fujii Inspired Fitness. And I'll post the overnight oat recipe. All right? I'm not telling it to you. You're going to have to go and look for it. So write yourself a little note and set yourself up for success and go visit Jennifer Fujii's fitness page tomorrow. And she'll give you the overnight oat recipe. And there's Tia Nowak. You can visit her page too. All right? So yummy. Okay, go make your lists. Stop doing things that don't produce results for you. Stop doing things that don't serve your goals. Stop saying yes when you should say no. Start putting you in the front of the line so you can take care of the people in the back of the line, because you drive the bus, people. All right? All those people are riding your bus because you're the bus driver. All right? So pull your ramp up, shut your doors, and the only thing that belongs in your bus is what's going to get you to where you want to go. All right? When I get done, you can share this page or this post to all your friends and family. All right? Share away. And thanks for joining tonight, you guys. You guys rock.